So today I randomly turned into a parking lot to do a U-turn, actually, and it turns out that I was in the parking lot of the Alien Outpost Museum.
We're the Outpost 51 Alien Museum in Boulder City, Nevada.
Okay, thank you for that. And I am speaking with?
I'm Tom Devlin, and I'm the owner-operator of the Outpost 51 as well as Tom Devlin's Monster Museum.
So, Tom, what does space mean to you?
Space is just a mystery. I mean, to me, I've looked up at the stars my whole life, and it seems too far to actually have any kind of conception of being there or going there. Or you see and watch all these movies about space travel and Star Wars and this and that. And to me, it just seems like a mystery. Is there a Star Wars happening up there? I don't know.
So when you think about it, so we have two facets, more than two facets of ourselves as adults. We get more complex as we get older. But we have the intellectual side, which is how you answer that. What about the feelings? When you think about the space, how does it make you feel?
It just makes me stoked. Like when I have a piece of property out in Seligman, Arizona, and the stars there are brighter than anywhere else. And when you're out there looking up at the sky, there's tons of hope. I think it comes from that childhood wonderment of, is Luke Skywalker up there? But it also comes from that we feel so small next to all that,
Yeah. So if you could do anything at all in space, what would you do?
I'd race motocross in space. Like if I could put a motocross track on the moon, I think that'd be awesome. Jumping a dirt bike in anti-gravity would be just insane.
Oh my God, that would be very, very cool. Okay, I would actually get back on a motorcycle for that. Very cool. And as a space historian and humanitarian, I'm doing what I'm doing for humanity. So if you were going to give me advice on how I can preserve the history of the first mission to Mars, but also just space exploration, as a historic preservation person, could you give me some advice on what you think I should do to make my work relevant to you?
Well, I can't tell you what you should. I could tell you what I would do is build a museum. It's what I do. My life mission is to preserve the art and history of practical effects in movies. That's why I have the Monster Museum. And it's a good way. I can tell you that from working on film and television for 25 years, you just get a bunch of people that kind of have negative things to say online about these projects that took so much effort and heart. But then when you put them through a museum where they can physically touch and see everything and take their pictures, they come out and they're like, this is incredible. It's the same exact work that they would badmouth online. So by having human interaction, I guess, whether it's a museum or the talks you're doing, by having the human interaction, it will make people care and feel more for the mission, And I think that goes with all kinds of subjects that we want to preserve for the next generation, right? Like as CGI takes over practical effects, which is my mission, in a lot of ways science fiction is taking over the real launches to Mars and to space. And there's so many naysayers and non-believers, the moon landing's fake and this and that maybe it needs to be that human interaction and the letting them experience photos of Buzz Aldrin and whatever to and hearing those stories might be a way to go about it.
Cool. Well, thank you. I appreciate your time and love your space that you've created here and your mission too. Thank you.
Thank you.